Oh, hello everybody. This is Roku Okami.
And it's Laz here with him.
And yeah, we're here doing our fireside chat.
Our first fireside chat. Very first one at that.
Yeah, I know. This is going to be fun.
This is definitely different than our standard type of content as most people are familiar with.
Yeah, definitely.
Because typically we're playing games and whatnot, not outside in beautiful Mother Nature here.
Oh yeah. It took us a while because it's the rainy season here in New York. Mm-hmm. So that we would have had this done and out for you guys a lot sooner.
Oh, way sooner if it hasn't been just nothing but rain since we've been back.
Yeah,
literally the day we got into town, nothing but rain since.
No, we had the one
nice day, but we were so busy with other things.
Yeah, because we had to go get all of our grocery shopping.
We had to do groceries. We had to get the stove hooked up. There was a lot of things we had to worry about taking care of before.
Oh yeah, there was just so much. But
we're here now.
Yeah. And so we're going to be discussing the fun that went through the move to get here.
Oy.
And stuff.
It wasn't really fun, I'd say, at least until I got to you. My nightmare, oh God, Greyhound.
Yep. This first tangent is going to be him.
Yep.
Yeah. The Greyhound nightmare that caused him not to get to me in Kansas until an entire day later than he was supposed to.
And it would have been even later than a day if they didn't figure out what was going, if they didn't hear that the news station was on their way in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
If they didn't know that the news station was on the way in Indianapolis, I probably would have been stuck in Indianapolis for a whole nother day at least.
Oh, it wouldn't have surprised me.
Just at least. But we'll get there. We're in the middle of the trip talking here. We're going backwards now.
So, yep. Laz, take it from the top where the nightmare began.
Oh, jeez. So for everybody who knows, I'm based here out of Buffalo, moving around and whatnot, helping him move out here. Left, what was it, Tuesday? Tuesday
afternoon.
Tuesday afternoon, but I'm trying to remember what day it was. I think it was what, the 21st? No, 26th or something like that, I think.
I think
26th or 27th is, I think, when I left. Tuesday. Literally in April. Because I was supposed to be there by May 1st. Yeah, it was Tuesday the 27th because there's only 30 days.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get in Thursday night, and we were supposed to pick up the truck the day before. Mm-hmm. Because we were planning to leave the 1st.
Yeah.
Not the 30th. So yeah, no, I was left the 27th. Get my bus, obviously, in Buffalo here. Get on the road, start driving down the highway, hit the fucking, from the 290, get ready to hit the 90 towards Newark, which for some odd reason, it doesn't make sense to me that they're shipping my ass out to Newark, New Jersey in the first place when I'm coming to Kansas. I'm going the opposite direction first to come back across, which makes no sense first off.
Yeah.
And then turns out the bus driver has to turn around because apparently there's not enough CO2 in the engine is what he said. We don't have enough CO2 and we might break down. So he flipped around not even 20 minutes into the drive, flipped around, went back to the station, told everybody that we're going to be sitting for at least an hour to an hour and a half. At least. Bless you, by the way.
Sorry, everybody.
Random sneezing fit. But yeah, no. Freaking, so he comes back to the station, lets people get off if they want, do whatever. Not even 20 minutes later, he's trying to load everybody back up. No announcement is even made that they're leaving. He's just getting on the bus and trying to fucking dip. I thankfully was right next to the bus, getting ready to get back on anyway, because I was done smoking my cigarette and whatnot. He literally closed the door in front of my face. Yeah. And unfortunately, the gentleman thankfully he opened the door back up and I was able to get on. But unfortunately, the gentleman that I was next to, who figured that we had an hour, who was going all the way to Syracuse here, to catch a flight to go home, which I don't know why he was going all the way there to catch a flight home, but yeah, he didn't even get back on the bus. So they didn't even take his stuff off the bus or nothing. They literally left it on there up until Syracuse. And because of all that bullshittery, we were late getting into Newark, New Jersey by like 15, 20 minutes. So I barely missed my connection. Obviously, with how Greyhound is. And also, here's a little tidbit. The station in Newark, New Jersey for Greyhound is closed permanently. They've only got their office building down there now. They don't even have a true station for Greyhound anymore. So that obviously sucks. And it's 1 o'clock in the fucking morning by the time they drop us off in Newark, New Jersey, and that's where the bus cuts. So everybody who's basically dropped in Newark is stuck. And
that means if you want to have a restful night, you gotta unfortunately shell out money for a hotel.
Yep. So I shelled out about $150 just to have a hotel room for the night so that I could sleep. Because Greyhound said we can't get you on another bus until 4 p.m. the following day.
Jeez.
So about 15 hours later is when they're like, yeah, no, that's the next bus that's available that's leaving from Jersey. And then they have to have a connection in Pittsburgh. So hit Pittsburgh and everything. Have to fucking waited there for, I think it was like an hour, all of like an hour before they loaded us up on our bus towards Indianapolis. And it turns out that bus driver was supposed to go all the way to frickin' KC. But because she literally got to Indianapolis and was like, all right, my 8.5 hours is done. This is where you all are gonna get off. Stopped right then and there. So we're supposed to be boarding back onto another bus within like 3 hours from when we get there, because we got in about 10:30. We should have been leaving by like 1:30. 1:30 rolls around and there's no bus driver in the station for our bus.
Oh shit.
Not a single bus driver. There's been plenty of bus drivers that have come and gone with their loads of people, but we don't have a bus driver. So everybody obviously starts making a big old fuss about it and whatnot. Like, what the hell are you going to do? People have places to be. One lady who was there, her nephew was in a serious car accident. She wasn't sure if she was ever going to get to see her nephew alive again.
Damn.
And she had to get to same place I was going. Lawrence, same place. And yeah, no. Friggin' almost took them 8 hours. And the threat of the news crew being on the way to film everything going on. Because we've been stranded there almost a whole fucking day. Well, 16 hours at least. Well, 8 hours at least we were stranded. Because we didn't leave until, I think it was, what time did I say that I was leaving? It was like, what, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon?
Oh.
When we finally were boarding, because they were so terrified of the news crew showing up and everybody getting their story out there.
I know it's in my text messages.
But yeah, no, I think it was about 6 o'clock that they were finally like, oh yeah, we've got a driver here. They had to call in the bigwig for Indianapolis's station. And he was like, yeah, no, your bus driver will be here at 6. Why didn't you guys have a driver already in the works if you knew that this is where her stop ended?
Well, it was
and you needed another driver.
It was because the driver called in and they didn't get a new one.
See, that's their fault right there.
Oh, yeah.
So most people actually ended up switching their tickets and everything. I just fucking didn't even bother. Because with the Greyhound, you get 1 ticket change allowance. Even if they fuck up, they only do it once. 1 time. That's it. You get 1 do-over. Even if the company fucks it up. So I wasn't going to waste it. Get to freaking...
Yeah, well, you already used it when you missed your connection.
Yep.
In Jersey.
Yep. And then they dropped us off. Where was it that they dropped us? Where that bus driver got us to? St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yep. That bus driver, great driver, made killer fucking time. He did the best he could. He wasn't very happy about being called in, but he got us to where we had to go.
Toss another log on there.
Boy. So yeah, he gets us to St. Louis.
I'd bring it in from this side.
Yeah, let's bring it in from right here, actually.
Yep.
But yeah, he gets us into St. Louis. Nothing the better. We all have to change our tickets again. Everybody that's continuing out towards the West Coast, because one of the guys that I was riding with is going all the way to Washington, from the East Coast all the way up to Washington.
Holy shit. Clear across country.
Clear across the country.
And you were only going halfway there.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I don't even want to know what hell he went through.
Oh, no. I really don't even want to know, because just the hell that we went through and what I was on the bus with him for was ridiculous. Because we missed our connection, obviously, in St. Louis, because we sat at the frickin' Indianapolis station for almost 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously missed that connection. So everybody has to deal with customer service and everything again, because even though there's people working the ticket counter and everything in there, they can't change your stuff unless you go through customer service.
Or update your ticket.
Yep, you got to go through customer service to do it. But they were like, we'll willingly talk to the customer service. St. Louis did not drop the ball on this. St. Louis did not drop the ball on anything here. St. Louis did the best that they could for everybody. And the fact that the station was still fully running and everything when we showed up at midnight, no other station was open that we stopped at the rest of the time unless it was during the day. But no, St. Louis, they're like, okay, we've got another bus that's leaving about 1:30 in the morning, 1:30, 1:45 in the morning. If you want to hop on that bus, you'll be in Lawrence by 7:10 in the morning. The following day after I was already supposed to be in town.
Yeah, you were supposed to be there the day before at 7 o'clock.
I was supposed to be in Lawrence for you to pick me up at 7:10 on Thursday morning.
On the 1st. And then you didn't actually make it there till the 2nd.
Till Friday.
Yeah, the day we were originally planning on leaving.
I literally had to call the budget people very first thing in the morning, the day in Newark, New Jersey, just to tell them, hey, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in by Thursday. Greyhound fucked up. And they're like, no problem. You might not be guaranteed the vehicle that you were requesting from us, but we'll still work something out for you. Thankfully, we got there and they had a van for us.
Oh, I know.
And I'm not going to lie, it was one of the nicest vans I've actually driven, because I've driven from Reno out here to New York in a U-Haul and a budget van. I hated driving that budget van from Colorado out this way. Thing was garbage. The one that we drove from Kansas to here, I fucking loved driving that thing.
That van was awesome. I will not lie.
Oh, it was beautiful. Nice van. But no, that's basically what happened with me, which definitely delayed everything by quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Then after you finally got there, I literally showed up like 2 minutes after you got off the bus, if that.
Not even. It was about
I was only a stoplight away.
Yep, you were literally just up and around the corner.
Yeah. And stuff there in Lawrence, and then we went and got breakfast at...
Yep, we went and got some IHOP.
Oh, yeah.
And not gonna lie, some of the best IHOP I've had in a long time. International House of Pancakes is great.
Oh, I freaking love IHOP.
The ones here in New York they're alright. They're alright.
Out there in Kansas, at least the one in Lawrence and the one in Topeka are so good.
That one in Lawrence, it was to die for.
I was so ecstatic to sit down and have some eggs and especially a cup of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Because literally, my nephew and I, we literally got right up and come to get you. And stuff.
Which I kind of figured was going to end up happening because I literally spoke to you, I think it was about...
We pretty
4 o'clock in the morning is when I finally got off the phone with you.
Yeah. And so I went to sleep, got up at...
about 6:30, I think you said.
Yeah. And well, no, not 6:30, got up at 6, because it's about an hour drive to Lawrence. and everything.
Yep, drug your nephew out of
Got
bed.
my nephew out of bed and stuff, and we headed out and stuff. And then we went down, went to the budget. No, we ate, then we went to budget.
No, we actually went to budget first.
Yeah, we did go to budget first.
Because we had an 8 o'clock reservation for as soon as they opened up.
Yep.
And we pulled up just at 8 o'clock when they had opened their door.
Yep. And then we got our van.
Went in, did all the inspection with the van and everything. Drove it over to IHOP. Well, your nephew drove the truck
Yeah.
over to IHOP and had a really nice breakfast. Loved that breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Steak tips, eggs,
Then
hash browns. Delicious.
Yes. Then we headed back to my town. Well,
Headed
I
back to-
can even say because I don't live there anymore.
Yep, Valley
back to
Fall.
Valley Falls, Kansas, and stuff. And then we began getting all the crap that I wasn't bringing with me loaded into the van so that we could take it down to my dumpster.
Because there's not one up by his apartment, because they have an upper and a lower apartment where he used to live.
Yeah, and the dumpster for everybody's down at the street.
Down at the
section.
street, all the way down. And it's about a good, like, maybe 600-700 feet, I'd say.
Oh yeah, it's
And it's not no, like, nice, gentle incline
No,
either. It's
there's
steep.
steps. You gotta go down steps if you want a easier way down.
Yup.
And stuff.
It's just a
It's
nightmare.
a pain in the rear end, plain and simple.
Yup.
Then we got that took care of, and then we started going through the last. I didn't have a whole lot of packing left
No.
to do, thank God.
No, not really. We just
It was
the cleaning.
Cleaning up the apartment and everything and stuff. Oh.
So
But then we went through that.
did all that. Did all the cleaning.
We
and
passed
everything.
out. The next morning we got up and went to Topeka, to Walmart to grab a few things we needed.
Yep, I ended up picking up a brand new TV and everything because I figured it was on sale.
Oh yeah, and
Might as well.
And prices in Kansas are a wee bit cheaper on, on
the
electronics.
tax is cheaper. The tax is cheaper on electronics alone.
Oh yeah.
Because out here, it's almost basically a 10% tax no matter where you're at or where you're getting from.
Oh yeah.
It's about a 10%.
Then we went back, continued packing up everything and stuff, and then the next day we did the final packing, and then we left on Monday morning.
No, we didn't even leave Monday. We left Saturday.
We left Sunday morning,
Yeah, we left Sunday morning.
and we got in here on Monday night. And originally we were hoping to be in by no later than...
we left Saturday. We left Saturday morning.
No. We got
We
here on
didn't.
a Monday night.
Yeah, we did get here Monday night.
Yep, Monday night at 11 p.m.
I could have... No, it had to have been Tuesday that we got in.
No, it was Monday.
There's no way. Because it was a 2-day trip. Because don't forget, we stopped.
We drove all day Sunday, stayed the night.
Yeah.
And then we drove
all the
day
rest of the
Monday.
way Thursday. Yeah, that's right.
Not Thursday.
Or Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
My days are getting confused here at this point.
Yeah. We got here, and then we got a hold of Edith and got his butt over here to hang out and stuff, and
He hung out for a bit.
brought in my
Stuff.
just brought in the cats, and
the bed and...
no, we didn't even bring in the bed yet. We didn't.
No, we didn't bother till the morning.
Yeah. In the
'Cause we were
morning is when
whooped.
we unloaded everything.
Yeah, you slept on the air mattress that night. Mm-hmm. Because I pulled up the little mattress from downstairs from the twin that was in the bedroom.
In Ashley's old room.
Yep.
Which is my room now. And stuff. And then you slept on that. Dan slept, Edith slept on the couch. And
Yeah.
I slept on the air mattress.
Even though the cat's popped air mattress.
Oh no, my bed was brought in that night.
Yeah,
Because remember,
the air mattress
went flat on
deflated.
me and I went up and laid down on my bed.
Yep.
I just shoved stuff over because my bed was all covered with crap.
Yep. And just fucking plopped down.
Yeah.
And then basically we've been just trying to take care of this house, get it ready.
Oh yeah, because it's definitely a project
chore.
house.
It's definitely been a chore.
Oh yeah.
Because even before he moved out here, me and my wife have been working on this house since her grandfather passed in November.
Well, you guys didn't really get the start on it really
Till
until
December.
almost the end of December, when you guys finally got the dumpster.
When her dad from Florida came up, yeah.
Yeah. After you guys got the dumpster here so that you guys could actually empty out everything.
Well, she was trying to save mostly everything at that point in time. It took her father, her biological dad, to come up here and say, no, you need to throw shit away. You cannot hold on to everything, because all that's going to do is hurt you more in the end, because you're going to look at something and all you're going to do is think about your grandfather. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was not worth it. So eventually, after he talked to her, got all that done, all new plumbing in the house, pretty much. They had to rebuild the whole stack, ran brand new water lines. The brand new water lines are, so nice. Brand new faucet in the sink, brand new shower head, brand new vanity and toilet.
The shower head's broken already.
Well, what do you get for cheap Walmart?
Yeah.
So, this time I'm going to spend about a good $50-$60 at Lowe's or Home Depot on a metal setup.
Okay, another log.
But, yeah. So we've basically been
coming in from that side.
There we go. We've basically just been working on stuff here. And then his computer took a shit, not even, what, 4 days after you were here? No, it was about a week.
It was about a week. And then all of a sudden my CPU goes out.
Yep.
At first, it seemed like it was a motherboard. My motherboard went out.
Yep.
So,
replaced
used
the
the last
motherboard.
bit of money I had and ordered a new motherboard. And it seemed at first it fixed the problem, but then it did it again. And we're like, yep, it is definitely the CPU.
Because at that point, only the CPU light just kept coming on.
Yeah.
So,
yep, so my Ryzen 7700X
is toast.
Yep. Oh. So
Currently, he is running on my wife's machine that was my previous computer.
Rich is only rocking a Ryzen.
It's a Ryzen
1700.
Yep, Ryzen 1700.
Yeah.
It's old.
It's a Ryzen 1.
It's a Ryzen. It's a first gen.
Yeah.
She's old, but she runs great. She can get her job done.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically a nice computer. It's got an AIO, everything.
Oh yeah.
Your RAM and your drives, your ME.
Just threw my 64 gigs of RAM in it, and my
3060, and then your 3060,
and then my 3060.
And she runs like a dream. She struggles a little bit, but
and stuff. She's a little slow and stuff. That's why we haven't been streaming because probably the only thing we're going to be able to stream at the moment is going to be Minecraft.
Currently, we might do a stream tomorrow
and stuff because I gotta stress test it and stuff and see what will happen.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine
and stuff because I don't know how, especially if we tried to do Space Engineers. The main thing is
Space Engineers she's not going to be able to do because you're running the world.
Yeah. And stuff, and it's not exactly easy for me to transfer the world to your machine.
We'd have to go over to Adith's at some point and kick him in the teeth and tell him,
yes, we got to get freaking the server
Nightbird 2
going.
back up and running.
That way we're not reliant on either of our machines running the world, because you don't have exactly a whole lot of RAM.
Nope, I'm capped at 32 gigs in my machine.
Yeah.
I could stream and run a game, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And even then, she's going to be a little rough.
Play a game, but that's going to be the extent of your capability.
Yep. And
not host an entire server.
No, not host a server, stream, and no. That would be physically impossible on my machine right now. Unless I throw my wife's other 16 gigs in my machine.
That would help some, but...
Maybe, but... It's not going to do too much, because I'm only putting 48 in there at that point.
Yeah.
And that's one of those weird numbers where the BIOS might just be like, the fuck you trying to do here?
Yeah.
That's not what belongs here.
Yeah.
Either give me another set of 16s or nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the fun we've been having for the last 3 weeks.
Yup.
I can't believe it's already 3 weeks.
Yup, it's already almost been a full month since you've been here.
Yeah.
It don't feel like it, do it?
No, it don't.
Time's just been going. We didn't even realize how long it's been.
Yeah, that's why, especially since we've just been dealing the rainy weather. Like we said, we only had one good day, and that day we had to get the yard mowed and everything.
Yep, we just took care of the yard
today, we just had 2 good days, and
yep. Let the lawn dry yesterday, and then mowed it today.
Yep, and then
even though this still has to be dropped down more back here, but
it looks it's not the jungle.
It's not the jungle, no. And this peach tree that you trimmed up is
looking much nicer.
So much better. Still a bit of dead that we got to pull off of her, but
yeah,
she's doing better.
It don't help that the tree saw the
your lopper broke. The lopper
rod in it broke.
Yeah, the spring snapped on there.
Oh. But yeah, that's been the blast that's been going on with us. Hopefully, over the next few days, we should be able to slip in start getting some streams going again.
Hopefully,
especially now that we're on the new channel here with
the engineers chatting. This is the engineers chatting.
Yep. So our streams will be over on the engineers gaming.
Yep.
Channel.
First stream will probably be on.
Well, this video will also be getting uploaded to both channels.
Yep.
Just because this is kind of the
swap
intro
over
and
video.
Update kind of everything.
So, the engineers chatting is the new channel. We'll also have the engineers play as well.
Yep, we'll have our gaming channel. Then we're also going to have an outdoor channel where we do fishing and camping and hunting and all that fun stuff.
Well, hunting, I don't think we can actually show on YouTube.
I know we can't really. That one's going to be an.
Hunting will be an issue.
Definitely fishing. I know
so
we can.
We can definitely show off after when we're doing the butchering of our hunt. Obviously, we can show that, but. We just can't show the actual pew-pew and the action of doing said thing.
Yeah.
So.
But, and then we're also going to do a cooking channel as well.
Yep. That one will be hopefully getting started very soon.
Well, that would be after we get the kitchen at least a little bit more situated.
Oh, yeah, no. This house is a literal nightmare still.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a
lot
1950s
better.
House.
Yep.
That hasn't had any updating
done.
Except for the electrical's been updated.
Slightly.
And now the plumbing's been updated. Oh, no, it's more than slightly, because if it hadn't been updated, you'd still have cloth-wrapped wires in the
Fair
walls.
enough, yeah. Well, I don't know if they did all of them.
And you wouldn't have a regular breaker box in the basement.
No,
it would be the
fuses. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how old. I think the wife said that box is like 10 years old. Like, he got that done in like 2012. So.
Yeah. But,
the furnace is brand new, so we don't need one of those.
Nope.
And the wife can talk to her cousin about getting an AC unit potentially put in, but she's got to come over and do the assessment and even see if we can do something like that easily.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the unit will probably end up sitting right here.
Yep. Right in between.
Yep. And stuff. The condenser.
Mm-hmm. That would be the best spot for it, because then you just run it straight across, right in.
Yep. All they'd have to do is go right in, over, and then across the roof and down into the...
Yep.
Yep.
Done and done.
Yep. They already have this the more advanced thermostat, thank God.
Mm-hmm. I love my thermostat.
That is a good thing.
And then the windows will be getting done here soon. I cannot wait for my new windows to be in.
I can't wait either, so that the house, the upstairs won't be a sweat box.
Well, it can air out the
and we can air it out. We can actually get some circulation going through there.
Because right now it is a box.
Yeah, that's no
The windows are
So-
basically swollen shut, old.
Yeah. Oh.
The people who are replacing our windows are gonna have their fucking hands full. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. But man, we've got so many projects. Let's see. Our first project is to get the kitchen situated to where it's functional, fully functional.
Well, we need to figure out another shelf or something to put on that one wall at this point.
Yeah.
Or like a case or something, like another stand, because we need more space.
What we need is something like I had in my apartment right there.
Well, we also got to finish
because-
cleaning out those cabinets yet.
Yeah, because that would also give us some more counter space.
Yeah.
A thing like that cabinet that I had that they used in my apartment building to help give us more counter space. Even though
that
though
would
I
be
used
nice.
mine for a TV stand.
Well, because if you ask me, it really wouldn't have stored much. If they would have gotten like an actual large...
Well, the way they figured when they got that type of thing, it was one, more counter. Two, it had a drawer that you could use for your silverware and stuff.
Just like a small little mobile station, yeah.
And then it had the cabinet underneath that you could put like your kitchen appliances in and stuff like that.
Still wasn't my favorite.
I mean, you gotta realize, the apartments used to be assisted living.
Yeah, so they're tiny.
Where the only thing you had in those kitchens
was a microwave. Yep.
And then they had
the
a mini
residents.
fridge that was underneath the sink.
Yep, to store a little bit here and there.
And that was it. And stuff. Where my first landlord, they then, when they bought the place, they converted it to apartments by running the 220 so that
everybody could have a stove.
And then they put in full-size refrigerators and stuff. And then they put in that little extra cabinet to help give you a little more counter space because there was absolutely none.
Yeah.
And stuff. If it hadn't been for the table that Cameron gave Cody and I and stuff,
I would have
had no space to prepare or do anything with food hardly at all.
Yep.
Especially since I used that little cabinet for my TV stand.
Yep.
So the only other space I had was my deep freeze top.
Yep.
Because for quite a while that was my food prep table until we got that little table.
Yep. But
in there.
Either way, I feel like we should probably just end it here.
Yeah, I think we've done pretty good.
We've discussed pretty much everything that we needed to discuss.
Yeah.
We will hopefully be live here in the next couple of days. Probably just going to be something basic like Minecraft.
Let's see. You work tomorrow.
No, I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day off. Wednesday.
So you had 4 days off in a row.
Yes. I had Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off.
Okay, I thought you worked Wednesday and then off Thursday again.
Nope. I might be. I don't know. I'd have to check my schedule.
Well,
we'll see.
I'll probably drop a short if we're not going live tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll drop a short to let you guys know that we're going to be going live on the next day.
Yep, but we will be live at some point this week.
But I'm going to start dropping a lot of shorts. Instead of posting on Discord when I'm going live,
we're just going to
stuff. I'm going to...
Well, we'll still post in Discord.
Oh, well, yeah. We'll still have our Discord posts and everything. But I will also then be dropping shorts real quick to let people know when we're going live and what we'll be playing and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I think we'll probably be starting off with Sky Factory 4.
Can you do Sky Factory 4? I'm down.
Yeah, I've heard
it's been a while since I've played Sky Factory 4. I played it.
And stuff.
It's fun.
I meant Sky Factory 5.
Oh, do Sky Factory 5?
Yeah,
the new one?
The newest one.
Darko. Yep.
Because all I know is I've heard it's quite different.
Yep.
And stuff. I've seen some videos up on my YouTube feed and stuff, but I haven't spoiled it for myself. So this should be fun and stuff. Oh, because I'm looking forward to playing something and stuff. The main thing is I know that it does have Create in it, so I'm happy. I gotta have my Create machines for certain things. And stuff. It just makes life a heck of a lot easier.
Yep. But other than that, so That's about it.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for very much. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, if you want to know whenever we're posting a video, a short, or going live, turn on that notification bell. Dang it, I had to cough right then.
Good old Bell.
Oh, and as always, everybody, have a good one.
Hopefully it was recording the whole time.